Sunday, everybody. As always, thank you so much for taking a minute or two to join me this beautiful Sunday morning. And I hope you all are having a great day so far. Well, we've got lots to talk about today. Very excited about the conversation. And anyway, as always, I appreciate your being here. And of course, if you feel moved to pass this along to your friends through the YouTube link or through Facebook, that would be an awesome thing. And if not, that's awesome too, because all is in divine order, as we know. So today, topic, something that's, I think, on a lot of our minds, something that is exciting, but a little scary at the same time. And it's the new earth is coming, and what that means to you and me and everyone else. And I would say that as many souls as there are on the planet, we all have our own filter of how we envision this. And I just want to get to the highest point of light that we possibly can in this conversation. So as I say, always take what you like, leave the rest, and filter it through your own heart and see what sticks and what you need to let go of. But before we go there, a very exciting yesterday morning. I hadn't quite woken up from I hadn't gotten out of bed. I was awake and I keep hearing my little text ding, 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 ding. And, normally if I hear a text, no big deal, but it was several. So I said to Ellen, I said, maybe we should check that. Hopefully, just make sure everything's okay. And what it was our neighbors were letting us know that the China balloon was directly overhead, right above us here in our neighborhood. And so ran out. It was freezing cold and couldn't see it at first. The sun was very bright. But after connecting with a neighbor, they were able to point it out. And it was exciting, whatever it is, whatever it was, as we know by now, it is not an is, it's a was. It would be interesting to find out more about it. So anyway, that was our excitement to start the day yesterday. And as things moved on, it was a wonderful day. At 3 p.m., we had our Alliance of Divine Love Angel Squad gathering, and it was fantastic. It was actually, we've been doing this for over 2 years, and we decided to change the format and do it on a monthly basis rather than a weekly basis. So we had a wonderful gathering, a large turnout, lots of great experience and conversation, and I only expect this to grow in the future, because I think we're all seeking connection. We're all looking for answers, because there doesn't seem to be any stability or anything that makes sense in the world anymore. And what I'm finding is, yes, true that, and it's actually all happening for us, not to us. And it's a good thing. So I want to just say right now, we are doing these Angel Squad gatherings every month, first Saturday of the month, 3 p.m. Everyone is invited. Bring your friends. The Zoom link will be on my Facebook page. I'll make sure it gets on my website this week, and all is well. So please join us. I think you'd really enjoy it. So here we are every day. You don't want to pay too much attention to the news. I just sort of glimpse at it and like, okay, that's going on. That's cool. Now let's do something fun. And but needless to say, we're going through rapid change and shifting, and there's lots going on. And so what can we do with this? How can we make the best of this? And I read this quote, Thomas Merton, who was a wonderful soul teacher, spiritual leader. He was just wise. He was so tuned into spirit. And he says that man has an instinctive need for harmony, order, and meaning. None of these seem to be the most salient characteristics of modern society. I'll say that again because I didn't read it that well. Man has an instinctive need for harmony, order, and meaning. None of those seem to be the most salient characteristics of modern society. So yeah, we do have the search for meaning, right? Man has a need, an instinctive need for harmony, order, and meaning. And well, doesn't seem to be the case right now. The world is not giving us what we want, darn it. So what can we do? How can we show up in the most powerful presence to be a part of this co-creation of the new earth? Because it's coming, it's unfolding, and it's ours for the asking, for the making, for the accepting and receiving. So that being said, you know, I am interested in politics. I'm not aligned with parties. I definitely I don't see any meaning in parties, because at this point I feel they're very divisive. This is my filter, my interpretation. I feel that each side has their viewpoint, not making any side wrong. But with that, there's not really allowance for the greater good to come forward. I feel like any time that we have to have separation or opposing sides, then it doesn't allow for the greater good for all to come through. Well, politically speaking, as you know, I'm a longtime student and teacher of A Course in Miracles, and I would just love it. Wouldn't it be awesome if we could just get those in positions of power and leadership to come together, you know, using the principles in A Course in Miracles. And I will go on to say the principles of God, the principles of love, truth, oneness, peace, connectedness. What if we came together with that purpose, you know, maybe and make the decisions not on greed, power, control, separation, but really make the decisions based on the greater good of all. And what that looks like, we don't have a clue. And it really, as long as there are agendas and ability to make gobs of money and ability to control, then we're really not allowing ourselves to find another way. There has to be another way, and we need to be determined to find it, because this model, this paradigm that we keep cycling and repeating is not working. I mean, as Dr. Phil says, how's that working for you? Not really so good, right? So what do we do? How can we show up differently? Well, in creating this new world, you know, there is with a lot of the teachers, spiritual teachers that I respect and pay attention to, not that I glean every word that they say and say, oh, he says this, she says this, and that's mine. I run everything through my own filter. But it seems as though, number one, we need to keep our vibration more in the heart. We need to be forgiving. We need to be more loving, kind, compassionate. Keep our vibration high. We don't need to, we can't afford the luxury of taking sides anymore. You know, we can have different viewpoints, but not at the expense of making the other one wrong. So really, to me, it's about erasing, and I'm not, again, just at this point, just talking about politics. This is a bigger conversation. I'm talking healthcare, finances, family, lifestyle, you know, the best for absolute best for everybody. And what I've come to realize is that none of us, you know, none of us mortal beings with our thinking minds and looking into the past and saying, oh, the past is repeating itself. And look, we can't let the, you know, if we're doing that gig, guess what? The past can't help but repeat itself. So we have to be willing to let go of the past, forgive the past, stay in presence, Let go of yesterday. Don't project in tomorrow. Keep our vibe high, stay in the heart, and be guided and led. And then let God, let spirit, let the ultimate consciousness in the universe, the divine mind, be our way shower through this. And when we allow that to happen, that's when the new earth will manifest. And the new earth to me is the awakening from the dream of fear and separation. It's becoming non-dualistic beings. It means we all live from the heart, and we don't see our brothers and sisters' needs or anything separate from our own, because we realize that I and my brother and my sister are one. Well, from A Course in Miracles, I love this quote. It says, "The dreamer of a dream is not awake, but does not know he sleeps. He, she sees illusions of themselves as sick or well, depressed or happy, but without a stable cause with guaranteed effects. The miracle establishes you dream a dream and that its content is not true. This is a crucial step in dealing with illusions. No one is afraid of them when he perceives we made them up." So really, this is about awakening from the dream, understanding that we have made this whole dream up, and we continue to make it up because we're doing vision boards and we're doing this and projecting this, and I've got this thought of how things need to be. Well, all I'm asking is that we consider the possibility of what it looks like from co-creating from the inside out. So what's that mean? Guide me, lead me, direct me. Where would you have me go? What would you have me do? What would you have me say, and to whom? And that is inviting the Holy Spirit into my decision making. So I'm led in the present moment, every step of the way. I'm not using my past to guide me. And I'm just, so it may be, the book. Read that book. Watch that video. There's something in there for you. And then just take the next step, whatever that is, in total trust, faith, and confidence, and without an agenda, and with the only goal being that we are choosing to live fully from the heart in oneness and unity and peace. So another quote, this is from the Manual for Teachers in A Course in Miracles. "Awareness of dreaming is the real function of God's teachers. They watch the dream figures come and go, shift and change, suffer and die. Yet they are not deceived by what they see. They recognize that to behold a dream figure as sick and separate is no more real than to regard it as healthy and beautiful." So, just sort of, as miracle workers, as teachers of God, which we all are, who are teachers of God, anybody who chooses to be one. So you just see people suffer, die, but I'm watching it from above the battleground. I'm not attaching meaning and judgment. I'm able to see everything as healthy and beautiful because I now understand I'm making this all up. So I think the first step where we made great strides and progress is, and I think this is where the law of attraction is helpful and useful, is, you focus on what you want and you put your energy and intention and focus and you just bless it and put your energy out there and yippee, it happens. Okay, very cool. But then that kind of is a step towards, okay, this stuff works. What's next? Put that same energy and intention and focus on thy will be done. Surrender God's will, not my will. Because as we become more awake, we realize we need nothing. I mean, we are complete and whole as we already are. So, and God has a better plan, or the divine mind has a better plan than we could ever in our little mortal minds imagine. I truly believe that. I know that to be the truth. So it doesn't mean we have to put on a monk's robe or not, whatever, but whatever it is for our highest and holiest of purposes. It doesn't mean we don't go to work. It doesn't mean we We don't engage in conversations, but the difference is we do this with the entire goal being unity and healing and the greatest good for all. So that to me is the new world, what with the new earth, what we're here to co-create. Again, as I said a minute ago, a teacher of God is anyone who chooses to be one. His qualifications consist solely in this. Somehow, somewhere, you have made a deliberate choice in which you did not see your interest apart from someone else's. Once you've done that, your road is established and your direction is sure. A light has entered in the darkness. It may be a single light, but it's enough. That is enough. So when I begin to see my interests not separate from anyone's, and I truly understand I and my brother are one, that is when we accept the role of becoming a teacher of God. And it's there for the receiving, the taking, the asking for all of us. It doesn't mean you're more spiritual, less spiritual, what have you. It's the choice to be present in love. Well, I read this a while ago and I saved it. And it's something that, so how do we ground this into this moment? What can we do in this moment? How can we be in this moment? And it doesn't mean that we have to do anything grandiose. It sometimes is the simple things, And I love this. And it says, I've been thinking about the way when you walk down a crowded aisle, people pull up their legs or let you by, or how strangers will say, bless you, when someone sneezes. A leftover from the bubonic plague, by the way. Don't die, we're saying. And sometimes when you spill lemons from your grocery bag, someone else will help you pick them up. Mostly, we don't want to harm each other. We want to be handed our cup of coffee hot and to say thank you to the person handling it, to smile at them and for them to smile back, for the waitress to call us honey when she sets down the bowl of clam chowder, and for the driver in the red pickup truck to let us pass. We have so little of each other now, so far from tribe and fire, only these brief moments of exchange. What if they are the true dwelling of the holy, these fleeting temples we make together when we say, here, have my seat, go ahead, you first, or I like your hat. I think that's so beautiful and simple and kindness, the Dalai Lama. My religion is simple. It's kindness. I envision Jesus, Yogananda, gentle kindness, not bullyish, not, condemning, judgmental. Here, take my seat. Really being present in love. Well, it said here one thing that we are so far from tribe and fire. And I was listening to I think it was Bruce Lipton this week, and I always enjoy what he has to say. And the tribe and the fire, we have not embraced. We've sort of the presence of these indigenous cultures on the planet. They have so much wisdom, so much compassion, so much love, so much connection with the earth, with each other. They have vision that is vision of non-duality, of love, that we have forgotten because we are so sucked into the illusion. Let's be successful. Let's get this. Let's do this. And we're so externally motivated and driven that we forget about this, our need for a tribe, our need for a connection. So it's important that we build a circle of friends who are genuine, safe energetically, mature spiritually, and hold space and not animosity, who hold compassion and non-judgment, who take time to check in with you and your process, and who grow with you through life and genuinely wish you well. So I believe that, we are feeling that call to to be a part of a tribe, a part of something bigger, connected. And I'm finding that people are wanting to be connected for a holier, higher purpose. And so, put it out there. Where's my tribe? Who's my tribe? Who is it that's going to support my awakening and co-create this new earth of which we desire collectively, and meet me where I am. So open yourself up to that, because I think that we need to go back to these truths of connection to each other and the earth. And, our truth is just go with it. Our truth is changeless, formless, and eternal. And it's not affected by anything that seems to be happening in this illusion. And how often do we forget that? Pretty often. Well, again, heaven, co-creating heaven on earth, the new earth. What is heaven? It's not a place or a condition. It's merely an awareness of perfect oneness and the knowledge that there is nothing else, nothing outside this oneness and nothing else within. So I think that we all have this, heaven is a destination, streets of gold and angels and trumpets. And I do believe it's a metaphor for what it's like to live in harmony and peace and oneness and that non-duality and unconditional love. But what it is, we can be in heaven. Heaven and hell are states of mind. It's a decision. And heaven is here now if we just choose to plug into the oneness and let go of all opposing judgmental thoughts, feelings, and emotions. So heaven is here now for the asking and the taking. Today, we celebrate the happy ending to our long dream of disaster. There are no dark dreams now. The light has come. Today, the time of light begins for you and everyone. It's a new era in which a new world is born. The old one has left no trace in its passing. Today, we see a different world because the light has come. So every moment we are reborn in every moment. So the old one is left, no trace upon its passing. True forgiveness, being fully present in this moment means that I have forgiven the past so fully that it doesn't hold me hostage anymore. I don't have to go back to that and the good, bad, and the ugly. It's just presence in love. And we do this through we have this awakening through forgiveness. And we can actually, this is not, it's available for us right here, right now. It's not something that's going to take years to accomplish. It's a decision that we make that, yes, above all else, above the car, above the relationships, above my agenda, above all else, I want the peace of God. And I have no idea what that looks like. And I'm willing to let go of this stupid dream so I can truly experience the blessings of heaven in this moment. That's pretty cool, huh? Well, Gary Renard, when we are practicing forgiveness, we're taking our soul responsibility in this lifetime. The Holy Spirit is taking that forgiveness and using it not just for you, but the entire universe. So when we're practicing forgiveness, that's our soul responsibility. That means I'm seeing the world forgiven, not in its mistakes or illusions of separation. The world doesn't need to be saved. It wants to be loved. That's how we heal it. It's not about the world doesn't need to be fixed. It needs to be forgiven. That's how we save the world or co-create the new world. Just love it. And how do you know where you are? Well, we see in the world what we carry in our heart. So what are you having reflected back in every moment? As we talk about the examination, the examined mind, Socrates, an unexamined life. And it doesn't mean an analyzed, it just means, okay, I could have done better here, let it go, could have done better here, choose love here rather than fear, et cetera, and move on. So, this is an exciting time for all of us. It's I think we're in high gear. We're accelerating this ride through to awakening, to non-duality, to oneness, to peace. So we have to, as I said, be willing to forgive the past, let go, be present, love it, heal it, love it to its healing. And do not be dismayed by the brokenness in the world. All things break and all things can be mended, not with time, but with intention. So go, love intentionally, extravagantly, unconditionally. The broken world waits for the darkness for its light, and that light is you. And so true, we don't have to focus on the darkness, just shine our light. The world is waiting for us to just shine the light, let go, let God, surrender, blast it, and just see where things land. I think we'll all be in awe of what, we'll be like, why the heck did we wait 4 million years to do this, right? So I really feel that I'm so excited. I know that good is coming, even though there may be things that don't appear because I'm judging them, but they may be necessary. Always, nothing is happening to me. It's happening for me. And say that to yourself. Okay, I am a spirit. I am free. I'm not a body. I'm still as God created me. And that true nature of myself is not impacted or affected by the illusion of fear and separation in any way. Saint Teresa of Avila, beautiful, wonderful saint. Let nothing disturb you, nothing alarm you. All things fade away. God is unchanging. Be patient and you will gain everything. For with God in your heart, nothing is lacking. God meets your every need. Remember that. We're not lacking in any way. God is always in our heart. We just have to be willing to tune into that station, that vibration. So let's co-create this world. It's waiting for us to do, to step aside, invite spirit in, open up to the divine plan, and know that there is only good coming, only good in this moment, as a matter of fact. So thanks for tuning in. Hope it touched you in some way. See you next week. I'm not sure what I'll talk about yet, but I'm sure it'll be something. Have a great week, everybody. Namaste.